Welcome back for another exciting episode of Real Life Realtor Podcast. You're here with myself, Dennis Scott.
Vanessa Estrada.
Sirrom Alizem.
And today, guys, as you can see, like George and Wheezy, we done moved on up.
Baby. Yeah, to the east side.
We're in a new studio.
In a new studio. And today, guys, welcome for episode 1 of season 2. We starting off fresh. You know what it do. And today, we're going to be talking about our pits and peaks of the week, celebrity real estate news, and we're going to be talking about our local market updates. You know, is the market slowing down? Buyer versus seller pool, you know, causation. I don't know what that is.
Like, what's the cause of the market slowing down, bro?
Problems versus solutions. And thank you for that insight. You know what I mean? So I'm going to start it off.
Hooked on phonics, people.
Right. So I'm going to start it off with the pits and peaks. You know, for me, you know, as I mentioned, you know, guys, being realtors, you know, we are very fortunate and privileged to do what we're doing, you know, and if this was an easy profession, anyone would be doing it and we all be getting paid $15 an hour.
Everybody would be succeeding.
Yeah, everyone would be succeeding, you know, but fortunately, we're in a profession that is difficult and it has extreme challenges on a day-to-day basis. With that said, it comes with great responsibility to ourselves and to our fellow professionals, and more importantly to our clients in which we serve, you know, to be solution providers and to, you know, be that Swiss Army knife of your real estate transactions. So I say, because there are a lot of bumps and bruises going along the way, going along the path, especially as a newer agent. I still consider myself a newer agent.
Oh, I still consider myself a new agent as well.
I won't feel like experience until I hit that 5-year mark.
I was gonna say after you have to do your continued education, then I feel like you're really in it.
Renew your license.
Yeah, every 4 years.
You know, so damn, that's coming up in 2 years. So so with that said, you know, I take the quote unquote pits as the learning lessons, because those pits to me are also peaks, because at the end of the day, you know, it's that slight edge. You know, the more repetition I get, the better I sharpen my sword. You know, I learn how to bob instead of weave, you know, and, you know,
the rope-a-dope,
you know. But with that said, you know, my pits and peaks were just like the ups and downs of real estate. You know, I had some clients who I have more buyers than I have sellers. And in this market where it's a seller's market, you know, your buyers really have to be ready, equipped, and, you know, just ready to pull the trigger, you know. Yeah. Because interest rates aren't lowering, I'll tell you that much. No. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. And with that said, you know, a lot of peaks I've had throughout this week were from my pits, you know, because, you know, it takes those things, because there's something we're missing, you know. There's something we're missing in those pit moments that we keep running into this type of situation, this type of scenario. So with that, I take a lot of enjoyment and excitement through that. So I've learned to judo flip my pits into peaks, you know what I mean, in a roundabout, ambiguous way. So what about you, Vanessa?
So definitely, as you mentioned, peaks and pits all throughout this career.
Yeah.
But finally, you know, I feel like it's very good feeling when you work with clients for so long and you finally get them in contract and, you know, you're in escrow. I've been working with these clients. They're not only just like clients, like they're also my friends. Like I adore them dearly, you know, and they're growing their little family, and I'm so blessed to be able to help them on this path that they're on. And I'm so excited because we've been at this for years, you guys.
I'm so happy
like
for you.
24 months and counting, okay? Yeah. And it's been hard, like you said, for buyers. This market is very tough.
Yeah,
and then we, you know, are going to go into what our markets are doing right now, so you will really get a sense of how difficult it is for people to get their offers accepted when there's multiple offers, when people are offering above and beyond, and people aren't in a position where they can do all that, especially first-time home buyers breaking into the market. It's very unfriendly, but, you know, always pair up with professionals like ourselves.
For sure.
And we'll get you there, you know.
that's real.
So that's awesome.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
Vanessa.
guys.
We need to
Thank you,
have
guys.
some confetti pop.
I know, we're going to have some animations.
For sure.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, one of my pits of the week, you know, just involves scheduling. You know, as I mentioned prior, you know, definitely as professionals, we want to give our clients time, you know, quality time, which happens to be one of my love languages. So, you know, I really feel that.
Just throw that in there.
You know,
I want to put a rose in your mouth every time you say
yeah, like this, yeah.
Yeah. That's the thumbnail right there. You better stop.
But yeah, you know, like when it comes to like spending time with folks, you know, you really got to give them the time that they need.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then if you try to like include, if you got to travel, you know, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So I got, you know, upwards of 10 clients that I work with.
Yeah.
So there's only 7 days in the week. So
Yeah.
sometimes I got to double book on days, you know, I got to do things like that. So
Right.
when I have folks that, you know, show up late or don't show up at all, you know, it throws a monkey wrench in my situation because I only have so much time to give you what you need. You know what I'm saying? And then again, like I said, if I got to travel. So that's part of just what we do as professionals. We're always trying to, for lack of a better term, juggle, you know, our times and working with our clients to give them what they need. So that was part of like my pits, but how, you know, as you were kind of saying, like you go through these downs to come up, you know, you got to stay down to come up. So although it was a pit of mine, it also ended up being a peak because it worked in our favor to go ahead and reschedule.
Oh,
you know,
that's
because
good.
sometimes, you know, I have to I got to schedule stuff. I got to make the appointments. I got to take the lead. I'm a project manager. I'm the professional. So I got to make it happen, Captain.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what works best for me may not work best for you.
Right.
So fortunately, I have that communication, the line of the bat signal, the bat line, whatever you want to call it. I got it lit. You know what I mean?
Got
so
the bat phone.
I got it all. I got all that and some more. So, you know, being able to have that communication with my clients, they was like, hey, look, you know we got this locked in and it's a week out, but we need to move some stuff around because it will work better for everybody. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it seamless. I'm trying to make it simple, and I'm just trying to continue to move things forward. So we're gonna sell this house, and my duty is to make it easy on everybody.
And that's the key, you know, because the first step in any real estate transaction is, hey, get a professional.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah. And then they do all the work.
You know what I mean? So, you know, we have to work together, you know what I mean, to make the transaction, you know, run as smoothly as possible, you know.
Definitely.
So before we hop into, you know, the statistics and things of that nature,
All the nitty-gritty.
let's break the tension with some celebrity real estate news.
So, as you guys know, we are in Santa Cruz County. However, our neighbors in Santa Clara County are, you know, right over the hill. So today what I'm bringing you guys is the famous Facebook house is on the market.
Oh boy.
Yes. So this is 1743 Westbrook Avenue in Los Altos, which is literally not that far from here, which is,
No,
you know,
not at all.
It's kind of crazy to think that that's where, like,
Zuckerberg is over there?
Meta came from.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is basically the famous
me see
Facebook
that.
house where Mark Zuckerberg created one of the most famous social media platforms, as you're all well aware of. I'm pretty sure you guys are scrolling on Facebook. But this is a gorgeous 6-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom home. It's right under 3,000 square feet.
Wow.
So it's pretty.
It's not small.
Yeah, not small at all. But it is vacant, so it is available to go view by appointment only. So I was like,
appointment,
we need
see,
to, yeah.
See, we tried to see Betty White's house.
And we needed, yeah.
So, hey, but we should
This
look
one
into
has a
that.
Calendly link though, so I think it's good for
Hey, let's
any.
look into that though, because I wouldn't mind sliding and filming that Zuckerberg's house.
Yeah. So they didn't actually own the house. They actually rented it. So him and the other, I believe it's 2 guys that also were the founders of Facebook.
Right,
So they rented out this home and lived there and created Facebook there.
Wow.
So I bet there's a bunch of creative juices flowing
I
up in
bet.
there. The vibes are right.
What's it listed at?
It is listed at 5.2, right under 5.3 actually.
Wow. So to that though, with that area and that market being crazy, let's just swing right into the our local market updates. Sirrom.
Yeah, man. So I'm going to give y'all a brief overview of Santa Cruz County in whole. So within the last year, homes that have sold have actually gone down by 16%.
What?
That's right.
So less homes are being sold this year than they were last?
Less homes are being sold than they were being last
Inventory's going
year.
down?
It's going down.
Oh, no.
Which also translates to homes being listed, right? Have gone down 29%.
Wow.
Dang. No, and we're feeling it.
Yeah, no, seriously.
You know, working with buyers, we feel it.
Yeah.
Right. And that is really the supply and demand. So the supply is down, but the demand is still up.
It's still up.
You know, so for Santa Cruz County, that's what that's looking at. But homes that have sold, the median sale price is up 20%.
Damn.
And that just goes to show, like, these home values are going up.
They are.
Everything is going up, and it's just like...
Yeah. So for my buyers out there, you know, I'm in it with you, you know, but time is always of the essence.
It is.
You know, so don't be slacking on your Mackie. But nah, you know, and then as well, the listing price to sale price ratio, the homes have sold for over 3% for what they were listed at.
Santa Cruz County overall.
Santa Cruz County.
Wow.
So average, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Okay.
averages they sold for 3% over asking. You know, so in my kind of area, which is like SoCal, the median sale price out in SoCal is 1.6 million.
Damn.
Right, that's the median sale price.
The median. So what does that necessarily mean?
That means on average, you know, the homes that sell in this area, which is the zip code 95065, they sell for about $1.6 million.
Damn, man.
These are single family residences.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, you know, you talking about, you know, the type of home you want to buy, or you talking about the home you want to sell.
Right.
You know what I mean? Either way you look at it, it's a pretty penny, man.
It is.
You know, so that's what that's hitting for. But as well as these homes that have sold in this area, what they listed it at, we're talking about 9% over
Wow.
listing price.
Sheesh.
You do the math, you know.
So, yeah, you know, that's a couple $100,000. You feel me?
And that's where pricing your home competitively is important, you know, because a lot of sellers, they see, oh, I can get 1.6.
Yeah.
Let's list at 1.6. That's not how you get
Bad news there.
1.6.
That's why you got to get with one of us.
Right.
So
For sure.
yeah, that's really real, man. Because at the end of the day, you really gotta have a professional in your corner that knows how the market is gonna move. The market is always moving.
Not only that, but a local agent.
Huge.
Yeah.
Because
I like how you raised your hand.
I know. I was like, hold on.
was
Not just any professional. A professional that works and lives here. Because, you know, connections with agents go a long way. And also, this is such like a pocket in the market where it's like, whatever happens outside of here doesn't really affect us as much as it does. You know, like our market is so different compared to the ones around us, so it's crazy.
There's a lot of influence. However, you know, because we're right here on the water, our market moves like the water.
It does.
You know what I mean? So
My man.
You really
That's a
gotta,
good
you know,
analogy. Yeah.
You're flowing.
You know, we're rolling. Baby. So that is key, though. You definitely want to get with a local realtor because at the end of the day, we can serve you the best. You know,
Yeah.
Just like, you know, if I was going out of the area, had someone going out of the area. Matter of fact, I just referred a client out of the area because I know she would be better served with someone from that local area. So definitely get with somebody around Chia.
And it makes sense though, because you don't spin your wheels going through these areas like, I don't really know this spot that much, you know, and then it's like, let me just refer you and get that back in.
And it's honestly doing your client a justice and
sure.
amazing service because, you know, a lot of people want to go above and beyond for their clients and really spread themselves out thin to the point where they know that they can't do this, but they're still going to try it, and you might not get the best results out of it because they're not educated. It takes a really strong person to be like, you know what? Let me get you in a position where somebody can better serve you, and I'm helping you get that because, you know, it's hard.
And that takes a lot of integrity and to yourself and to your client to know that, hey, it's going to be better. You're going to be better off.
You're
by
going to be
just
better
like,
served.
it's not
if
always
I
about the
hand
transaction,
off.
you know?
Exactly. Like there was a client that I really wanted to work with, and he really, really wanted to work with me. He got the most value from me than any other agent that he had worked with, and he was like, I want you to help me buy a house. And unfortunately, the area that he was looking in, I didn't have a co-op for. I didn't have an MLS or keys or anything in that area. So I was like, dang, like I could spend money on gas driving out there. I could spend money on their MLS fees and co-op over there and do all of that. But the thing is, realistically, one, it's going to take a lot more time. And two, I'm just not from there, so I can't do it the way that the agents from there can. So then you look for the best agent in that area that you believe can serve them. You build rapport with them, and then you hand them off to them. And you let them know, if you need me, I'm still here, you know, to help and guide, but they're going to take care of the rest of it.
So Vanessa, you know, that's an amazing strategy, you know, not being from the area. But let's talk about your area. What's going on in your area?
Oof.
What's the market looking like?
So I live in Watsonville,
Watson,
California. Don't go looking for me.
You know they on the internet. Vanessa Estrada.
But that's my main area. So whenever somebody's looking in Watsonville, I usually get those people like from my team and stuff. These are my stomping grounds, okay? So basically, I ran the data for last month, April 2022, and the median sale price in Watsonville is $825,000. So not as up there.
But for Watsonville, that's a great improvement.
For Watsonville, you know, it's a great price to be at. And it's also good to get in now before people start realizing that it's a hidden gem and it goes up to those prices that you guys have.
I mean, because you know what? When I started during COVID, I remember showing property. I showed a lot of property in Watsonville. Homes are like $650, $675.
Yeah, in the 600,000 range.
And now to here is what, $8?
Now they're up to 750, 800,000 just from the jump.
So just by owning a home, you're up, you know?
Yeah, and that's the thing too that a lot of people say, like, oh my God, the houses are so expensive right now. You realize in 10 years, the real estate market is only going to keep going up. Like, yeah, it does fluctuate, goes down a little bit, but when you take a look of the really big picture, it's moving up and down, but it's going up. So, you know, it's always going up. So it really doesn't matter. Since that area is highly desirable, if you get in now, you're going to be sitting on a lottery ticket in a couple years. So back to this. Homes, there were 22 homes that sold in Watsonville in April. And keep in mind, escrows usually last about 30 days. So, you know, these were already in process of going through that. So 11 days on market is average. So not as quick as, you know, the Santa Cruz area, but still super fast. So if you see a property that you are interested in online, reach out to your realtors right away so we can get you all the info. They might have offer due dates or things like that you need to be on top of.
Gotta move quick, man.
Yes. And the days on market proves that. And then on top of that, there was the percentage from list to sales price is you know, at 102%, which means that they're selling 2% above 100 being full asking, 2% being above that. You can do the math.
Is that how that works?
Yes, that's how that works. 100% is all asking, and then whatever's after that is how much more they're offering.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I need to take my clients over there.
What's going on the west side, though, man?
Honestly.
Coming from the west. I don't know a Tupac impersonation. I mean, I got the bald head. Anyway. So, on the west side is the best side. And it's super duper desirable. Hot. Right now, there are 20 in the last 30 days, 24 closed sales. Medium sales price at 1.68. So, pretty much 1.7 million. And 9 days on the market, a little over a week. So pretty much when you're ready to sell, say goodbye to your house.
If you're ready to sell, you need to be prepared that it's going to go like this.
I mean, and get with an agent who has a good strategy for your home. as far as marketing, as far as like their relationships and connections. You know, just because you're ready to sell, it's a seller's market, but there are other little variables, and that can maximize that overall net for you. Yeah. But on the west side, speaking of maximizing net, we got a big net of 14% over asking.
That's huge, man.
That is humongous. 24 homes were sold in the west side of Santa Cruz, April 22, which is 85% up from 13 sales the month before. So we're in the busy season right now. So all my sellers out there, why you lacking? You know what I mean? It's time to get, if this isn't your forever home that you're in right now, and you're just like, I don't want to move. Where am I going to move to? Let me figure that out for you, strategize, because there are ways. There are bridge loans, there are contingencies, rent backs, there are a ton of things that can get you in position.
And nowadays, selling a home while buying one is very common.
Super duper common. And buyers will wait up to 90 days.
Because there's not homes on the market.
Especially if they're going to find the home that they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a key thing as well, is because we work with people who have all different types of needs.
Yeah.
So whether I'm helping you sell your home, and then I'm helping someone else buy it, everybody's moving in different directions.
Yeah.
Finding people who are in alignment, can really help, because there's options, like you guys said, man. You can do a bridge loan, you can do contingencies, rent back, whatever's gonna work best.
Whatever's clever. And what's funny about the median sales price, though, it has decreased by 1%. From last month at 1.7 to 1.68 in April. Days on the market, it stayed the same, 9 from 9. So that's good. Consistently for month to month, 9 days on market. On average, sellers on the west side receive 114 over ask in April compared to 112% in. So it's go up 2%. Yeah. So it's a trajectory that's going on, so strike while the iron's hot.
But don't let that fool you. We are seeing some properties stay on the market for longer if they were not, marketed properly.
Priced right. Oh, yeah.
They weren't priced right.
That's right.
They're starting to see it. And, that can really hurt the offers that you receive once they see that you're starting to backtrack.
Oh, because they're going to come super low.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but then for us, we see that as like, okay, these are opportunities for us to show our clients, like, hey, look, see, this is what happens. This is your chance now. These are decreasing, this and this. So even though, everything is rising, houses are staying on the market a little bit longer. And it's still it's hot outside, and the market is hot.
Seriously though, and compared to a year ago on the west side this month, a year ago, there were 24 closed sales. And last year, the median average was 1.35. So if you own a home on the west side last year, this year, you appreciated damn near $300,000. It's time to sell, baby.
What you waiting on?
You're sitting on the couch. You ain't got nothing to do. You know what I mean? Sell your house.
No, yeah.
But see, so with that, right, with all this market updates we just showed y'all, is the market slowing down?
So, in what sense, like I've heard from, speaking to other realtors, calling and doing my due diligence for my clients, I have to talk to the listing agents, see what's going on. How many offers are you receiving on this house? How much over asking are you getting? What's the traffic for your open houses? What's your disclosures IOs looking like? How many people are sending out disclosure packages? I'm asking all these questions, When is your offer due date? Because when you start to see that offer due date, we doing an open house this weekend to Tuesday, we're looking at offers.
And not only that, you got to see, are they accepting preemptives?
Are they?
If
Yeah.
they are, it's a whole thing.
For sure. So with that said, there has been, what I've been hearing, a slowdown in as far as like as many offers, the amount of offers. That's what I've been hearing.
Depends on the price point.
Depends on the price point.
Because if it's under 800,000,
right,
that thing's getting like 7+ offers.
And especially if it's a more of a turnkey property than not, and it's priced competitively. So for instance, there was a property on San Juan Avenue at our old location, priced at $850, a 1-bedroom. Went over $1 million.
Y'all hear that? 1 bedroom?
1 bedroom went over $1 million, listed at $850. The lot was huge, though. It was about 7,000 square feet.
And that's where the money is.
That's where the money is, but that's the thing, strategy with listing, you can even exceed the statistics. So if it's just because sellers are getting on average 14% on the west side doesn't mean you have to be average. Get with an extraordinary realtor
to get extraordinary results.
Drop that zero and give it a hero, man.
Seriously,
no, that's
though.
real, because we are kind of seeing that in the market. The market is always going to be ebb and flow.
Yeah.
That's just the industry we're in.
But
when we spoke about just here in Santa Cruz County, how listing and homes being sold is down.
Yeah.
So that lets you know that the supply and demand, the supply is down. The demand is always going to be up. So at the end of the day, what does that mean when it comes to the buyer versus the seller? What does that pool look like?
Now, what I have seen, though, also in that evidence is in the market update from the west side. The medium list price last month was 1.7. It's gone down a 1%, and as I aforementioned, getting less offers, with those less offers, and with realtors having those conversations, it's like, hey, we don't have to go to our full max. We're at this. We have this amount to overcome.
Chipping away at it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And subtly, that will happen with inventory on a steady decrease. It's steadily decreasing. You know what I mean? But home values aren't decreasing at the same rate,
They're still going up, yeah.
but with the frenzy decreasing, with the madness of like 15 offers for a listing, depending on your market, your area, I do see a slow, like a cooling, not a complete cooling, just like you're able to touch it a little bit.
It's like they opened up the fridge on a hot day.
Yeah,
Letting a
it's still hot.
Cool
And that's the thing too, is that we're in the season of we're in the selling season.
Yes.
So although it's not cooking, you know what I mean, the oven is still warm.
It's still warm.
And that's kind of part of what we're looking at. What is that as the market is cooling down, air quotes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what is the causation of this cooling?
I got the answer for you.
Let's hear it.
So, this is my opinion.
Okay.
This
sure.
isn't facts.
This is
professional
professional
opinion that I, received from my mentors. And so basically this month of May is right before school gets out. So June, first week of June, everybody gets out of school. So what do people do? Go on vacation.
Yes.
So those people that are, offering and, searching the market and doing all of that, they're like, you know what? I'm going to Hawaii for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they're not in the market as
You know
much,
what? I didn't even think of that. It's a lot of graduations going on right now, too.
Graduations, people are, going off their vacations because this is the first time that we're really able to travel
everybody
ever
outside.
since COVID. So everybody's going outside.
Have you noticed it's getting busier out in the streets?
Yeah.
I don't know how it is.
The traffic is getting worse.
I mean, just the foot traffic. I'm seeing a lot more people outside now.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Bars are opening up. If you go downtown, Motive has lines outside.
Motive is open.
That's what I'm saying. The
Okay.
Red Room and shit.
That's what I'm saying. So you see, people are going outside.
That's real.
No, yeah. So then you kind of see a slowdown, quote unquote, in that month of June while everybody's on vacation. But then August rolls around and people need to go back into the swing of things, and that's when it comes back up. So there is definitely a fluctuation based on events that are happening in people's lives, which a lot of our clients have kids that are in school.
That's right.
Or whatever the case may be.
There is that ebb and flow, and it's a seasonal thing.
It is.
Like I said, we're in the season of selling. And then, like you just said, people are out traveling and they're going to come back in the fall. But then what are people gearing up for?
And that's the thing. We got to prepare them throughout these months so they can be ready when everybody comes back up.
On that note, though, it seems like a perfect opportunity for the buyers to strike.
That's what I'm saying.
It
so
seems
I'm
like a
if you're
good
a buyer,
time
don't give up.
to be like, if you're stalking in that
Sneak
tall
up.
brush, you know what I mean? It's time to be like, there it is. And track down their house. You know what I mean?
That's real.
Oh my God. No, yeah, I agree. I agree. 100%.
You got to do it. You know what I mean?
And therein lies, right, where most people perceive is a problem.
Yes. What's
you know,
the problem?
Well, that's what people perceive. There's a house shortage.
Right.
There's not enough houses on the market, or it's too expensive, or it's not on the market long enough. But see, at the end of the day, that provides the problem, provides you the solution.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, because again, you know, not to sound redundant,
right?
But when you work with a professional in your local market,
no, I keep saying it.
You know, they can really help you in navigating when is the time to
we have got them. We have got the buffalo.
Yes, because I'm like, I know you guys get together with your families on the weekend, do those barbecues, have those conversations about, you know what, I think I'm going to buy a house. And then your uncle's over here like, no, wait until next year because I swear it's going to go down. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Like,
and you know, I love uncles. And
I
do too.
I'm an uncle.
Shade, no shade But yeah, at the end of the day, man, you know, like, you don't go to a heart surgeon and ask them questions about your car.
Right. Nah, not at all.
Professional questions about your car.
For sure.
I mean, they might have the same car as you.
It's like I'm living it.
Yeah, you don't do that. You know what I mean?
And then guys, if you're getting any value out of this, you know, do us a favor. Hit that like button. Make the comment down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you're not getting any value.
Like it, say that too. You know,
you know what I mean? Nah, but seriously though, if you're with us, if you're still with us so far, you know what I mean? Consider subscribing, consider hitting that like button. It goes a long way for us. You know, we're starting out, you know, and we're going to be consistent giving out this valuable information, and hopefully you're getting something from it. You know, hopefully something sticking to your walls.
Something, man. We need an HBO special though.
Yeah.
Yes, so do all the YouTube things, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, if you think somebody could get some value from this, share it off to them and have them watch this.
And if you got any questions, you know, or if you want to add to it, you know, write down there in the comments if you didn't like it, if you did like it, or what you want
if there's
us to
something
do
we
next.
could do better.
Yeah, for sure.
We're always open to that constructive criticism.
If you feeling this new studio,
we're still trying to figure out the layout
Yeah.
and, you know, all the stuff, but we're working on it. So if this isn't it, then
Yeah,
you'll see
tell
us
us.
next time in another position.
for sure. Hey, watch it.
You might see us, you know, somewhere else.
Right. Nah, for sure.
Filming
Rotate
up
the
in
chair.
bedrooms and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Over at Los Altos.
But yeah. But yeah, guys, you know, this has been a great first episode of season 2 in our new situation. You know, thank you for joining us again. You know, we hope to see you again next week. You know, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know, I'm Dennis Scott.
I'm Vanessa Estrada.
Your favorite realtor, Sirrom Alizem.
And we are the Real Life Realtors.